Hello, guys.
Hello, good, thank you. How are you?
Kid, when you got the script for the first time, how was your reaction? Do you say like, okay, this is coming from there, now we're going from over there? How was the reaction?
The first time I read the script was actually when I'd signed on and we were in the read-through. And it's a big piece, right? It's a big piece and it's quite hard to, I found it in the read-through, I found it quite hard to envision what was happening where. And you know, and what was really satisfying for me is watching the film, having been a kind of fringe part of it when it came out, and seeing them travel, because a script like that can sometimes be confusing when you travel from place to place and time period to time period.
I like it. I mean, we've watched these films where we've seen Thor in action, we've seen Thanos, and then we get to be in a scene talking about Thor and referencing Thanos. So it's quite surreal. That was kind of, you're reading the script going, God, I'm actually going to be in this thing that I've watched and admired for years. So that's exciting.
The scale of the movie is huge, so I can imagine for you, you know, it's like going to war with an army, I suppose. How do you handle, you know, the complexity of the movie?
It's an army full of love and creativity.
I love that.
I have an incredible team of producers and department heads, and they really are the one that's handling it. I wake up in the morning and then I have about 175 decisions that I'm capable of making. And usually there's another like 175 left to make. And I'm lucky enough to have people around me that knows me really well that I can lean on them when I lose my mind.
When you love something, you protect it.
Do you remember, for each of you, any particular wow moment that you enter to the set and do like, oh my God, this is amazing?
Walking into the Domo, the spaceship for the first time, I mean, they actually built quite a large set for that you would get lost. When you'd be trying to come off set, I'd be lost in a spaceship going, where's the doors? I don't know. So that was quite good fun. There is no doors, that's why I'm stuck. That was very good fun. It's just really good to see these things brought to life that we saw pictures of and drawings, and then you're inside them and they're epic.
Yeah, they built an entire kind of ancient Babylonian village that we got to just wander around, and that was amazing.
I think it was the fact, it was the fact that we shot in Camden Town in London, and we shut down Camden Town. We're a big part of it. That was the kind of wow moment for me.
Tell me about the looks. You know, how do you work with the wardrobe department, with the prop department? How cool was dress up every day? All that.
It's super cool. I mean, I didn't really have that many props to play around with, but I did have a really cool costume, my superhero costume, and we collaborated on it so we could look good, keep it tied to the comics, the source material. We had something to work from, but also make it practical, because I've got to fly, you've got to fight, we've got to have secret points that I put in hooks so they can hang me off a crane and stuff like that. So it's all quite an exciting journey to go on, from the first time you pick up the comics to what I end up putting on before we go to set.
And Chloe, as a filmmaker, what is your favorite part of the process? The pre-production, the shooting, or the post-production?
Oh, to work with the actors.
So shooting.
Well, selfishly, I love production, because that's where I thrive. But I also, I think at the end of the day, I'm more of an editor-director than anything else.
What did you say? You're bloody good with actors then.
Well, editor-director doesn't mean I don't direct. But instead of a writer,
editors-directors I find usually are useless with actors.
I'm kind of in the middle. Because sometimes I'm editing in my head, so I'm really only getting what I need when you might want to do it again. So I say, no, sunset, bye. Okay. I got enough.
Can't protect any of them.
Let's finish this.
How was your experience when they show you your action figures? Do you like it?
I mean, it's crazy. It's very surreal.
It's surreal. I can't wait for my nephews and my niece to actually play with these things. Although I think there's bobbleheads of us somewhere, and I quite want one of them to put on the dashboard of the car.
Boxes, there's everything. Now, my sister sent me a video of my nephew picking up a Cersei doll in the shop and saying, "Oh, Auntie Gemma is a superhero," and just really like casual about it. So yeah, very, very. It's weird, but yeah, cool.
When you said good.